This is an old ballot box when they would do the voting. Yeah. So when you have your different candidates and the secret ballot inside of it. And here in the UK, you probably
there's something happening to me.
Am I getting really excited about modern things again?
No, pain's good.
No?
It's like the boat. I mean, another 40 pounds.
40 pounds?
It's 40.
Adds up?
It's 40.
What's the wheelchair like?
Used wheelchairs can go for some money. That's a nice one. Probably an easy 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Solid, okay.
So these crates are worth nothing.
Is there two cases?
Two cases.
Do you know what it's like on the outside?
We've got this big inflatable.
Does it have a fan? Is there a fan back
Yes.
there? Oh, you know what it is? I can already tell what's in your hands. You know what those are? One of these like giant dartboards that inflate. I've seen those Velcro darts before. That's probably easily worth 300 pounds.
It's just
They're 300. You know the other thing I was going to tell you guys that is kind of overlooked it? These couches down there.
Yeah.
So like this chair and then you see that coffee table? This coffee table is like from the 70s, maybe 200 pounds. Let's do a quick pop up and see where we're at. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, so 300 pounds. Chair, 200 pounds. That's going to put us at 5, right? Inflatable, that's going to give us
I'd like to thank Lee Marvin Hitchman for popping up and saying how I am.
That's 80 right there. The 2 planets, another 80, so that's 160. That puts us at 960. We add in the. You figure that puts us at 1,000. The wheelchair is puts us at 1160. You take the coffee table, that's going to put you at 1,300. And then the miscellaneous tack you've got in the back. And that really cool old voting machine, going to put you around 1,700 pounds. You sleep well. You made 500 for your charity. Let me ask you something. Who are you guys playing for? Who's your charity?
So they were paying for a charity called Chuck. They look after poorly children, heart defects.
What helps these kids with heart defects?
Yeah, I think they look after many other cities.
That's awesome.
Hello.
Listen, you guys should get the dartboard out.
I'm gonna bring this over. So I've just had the company of Lee Marvin Hitchman here, you know. I'd like to shout out to the people that actually give a fuck about me, you know. I'll be back in a second here. I just need to do something. I need the toilet, okay? I won't be long. But I'm gonna start this by saying I'd like to apologise for being morbid the last few days and our heartbreak, we say things. So I'll just have to accept that and get on with it. I'm here to hit a target. Today I hit 4,000. I'm less than 1,000 away from my target. I've made 5,700 videos. I'll hit my target. Shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman. I'm doing a podcast out there. Correct. Hello. Hey, Luke. How's things, bro? Good to see you. Luke, I want you involved in this podcast that I'm doing. It's good that you come in. Hello. Just putting a bit of cream on my face, you know. I'm going to start looking after myself, Luke. You know, I'm going to start looking after myself. I'm at me ma's. Anyway, how's it going? How you doing? Do you want to come outside? Hey, Luke, look. Yeah, my uncle died, did I tell you? I'm back at me ma's, Luke, look. You know. Here comes my sister. Why does it do? Guys, give me a second. There we go. How's it going, Luke? I'm just about to go out and have a book. I'm back at me ma's. You know. I'm fucking devastated, but bro, it is what it is, you know. I've been through a lot worse, you know. So I have to just accept that I was someone's second best. And I'm no one's second best, I'm no one's option. And that's what I've become, an option to someone, but fuck that. I'm no one's second best, I'm free. You know, I don't deserve this shit, bro. Alright, bro. I just started me live. I can't, Luke, I'm not talking about it anymore on here, but yeah, I'll tell you, yeah, I'm split up with the ex, so, but anyway, life goes on, you know, I lost me dad, life went on, I lost me mother, life goes on. You lose people and life goes on. We all miss the dead people in our life. I've got 2 football teams of dead people in my life, but I don't keep whining about it because I'm a survivor. You know, survivor's guilt. I know, Luke, because like I said, bro, I have to focus on me. I've just had Lee Marvin Hitchman, he was in, yeah, Al, because he come to say goodbye. Hang on. Let me put this in here. Right, let me bring this outside. Because my phone is seriously dead. Right, guys, give me a sec. Let me bring this out. Let me get set up outside, Luke. Yeah, Luke, remember when I was telling you about the old techniques? Can you remember me telling you? Remember I told you about the techniques? You know, remember? Right, so, Luke, years ago, right now, Luke, it won't let me show you them because it's windy outside. You're under. It's like, but take. So it's like, yeah. So see them. They used to be brilliant, them, Luke. It is indeed, yeah. All of it. And it's sitting in here, right? I told you, bro, about music. Listen to me. I would have been one of the best DJs in the fucking world, bro, if I had a following it. If I had a following me heart, but I had to give up my dreams in my life because I become a father. But they're just sitting in here as a memento. Luke, you can't get back in the day when you had that. Do you understand? Look, so the DVD changer's up there. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you have your mixer there. You know, it's like a double take there. Like I said, they're vintage, they're old, but I'll tell you one thing, they can cause fucking a good party, you know. Hey, yeah, I'm fucking coming with my chainsaw. You know what I'd like to do with that chainsaw? Look at it. You know. Yeah, blow me. And there's a bouncy castle for the kids. Luke, wait till you see this. You know, I'm thinking of doing a sleepover tonight. What do you reckon? What happened there? Fuck. So, I'm going to show you something, bro, right now. Look, watch this, Luke, right? Watch it. Look, so, I put Thomas in that, right? And I'll just spin him a little bit, like, you know what I mean? Look. You know, it's for the kids. I'd like to shout out to Ash. It is indeed. I'd like to shout out to Cumbrian Truth for getting me 21 subs. If you're not sub to Ash's channel, what can you do? We are less than 1,000 away from my target. Things happen for a reason. The last 2.5 days, I've been broken. I've been crying. And I'm not wasting no more tears over a fucking... a person that doesn't like me or love me back the same. You know, I lost my best friend as well. You know, but obviously it is what it is. So I'm going to focus on the channel. We hit 4,000 subs today. Like I said, I have 3 other channels because I always have to have a backup plan, and I've always had a backup plan here. I always knew I'd end up back here, but I fought against it. Like, it is what it is, as far as I'm concerned. You know, but I'd like to thank everybody for your support. I'd like to thank Pablo. I'd like to thank Lee Marvin Hitchman for coming in today. He popped in. He was worried about me. He said, Jewett, I'm coming to see you. And he come to see me. You know, let me get me tea. So, like I said, I started this project 2 years ago, and I took my foot off the gas because I was trying to change my ways and face my responsibilities and take one for the team, being my family. I die and kill for my family, but the other day somebody interfered in my family and it's destroyed forever. And I'm back at my mum's. But I am looking for somewhere myself. I've had enough. I'm gonna think of myself. I don't give a fuck. I need it. I'd getting 28 days. I had to cancel my appointment because the police are coming back for my phone today. Hello, Joanna Murphy. I don't know who that is in the chat, but if they're not over 18, can you remove them, please? No disrespect. Well, Luke, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor, but You know, it's like, I feel like I'm back in that place again when my ex-partner cheated on me. I'm talking about my eldest kid's mum, who was with her 22 years. 22 years, you know, and she'd never call me the names or never degrade me in front of her ex to get a reaction, you know. I never thought it'd be like that, but I have to protect myself now because otherwise I'll end up in hospital. And I haven't just got one child, I have four. I have Dylan, Saoirse, Thomas and Tilly. They're my kids. That's who I'm concerned about, my kids. And I'm not having my son watching me and his mum argue. I'm boring and I'm thinking about it, so I'm boring and I don't want to. I've walked away from love before because of my family, you know, because what's the point in staying if you're arguing all the time and the kids see that? That happened to me as a kid and I don't want that for my son. And it's like the other party involved, she already knows what she did, you know, and it's like it is what it is. I'm going to get on with my life now, and it's like I'll probably end up being asked to go back on my mood stabilizer. Yeah, of course I will. No problem, doctor, I'll take them. You know, because my mood, like I said, it's like suffocated me. You know, I feel like I'm drowning sometimes, you know. I've 20 minutes left, or 15 minutes left, or I've got another 18 minutes. Do you understand? It's like everything timed, controlled. Fuck that. What becomes of the broken hearted? All I've ever wanted to be was to be a dad, and I have triggers here. You know what I mean? It's like that's the railway line over there where I had my life over 10 years ago. How are you? Do you like the garden? Hey, you know, look at here. I thought, like I said, you know, you stuff for kicking. You know, that's like 6 foot. Easy. Over it. Easy. Bam. About there. Well, like I said, Callie, all I've ever wanted to be was to be a good father. You know, and at the end of the day, man, and if you catch your missus and then, yeah, this is what I've dealing with. Look here. That come for me yesterday. Okay. The police come yesterday. You know, imagine saying, right, I'm getting me brothers up here to get me out of here. And then somebody goes, yeah, watch, I'm getting straps. You know, my house telling me that. Her ex, and I told her, get rid of him or I'm gone. And you know what she did? She stood behind him, you know, cozy, you know, like telling everybody else their problems, you know, undermining me, demeaning me. Infidelity, you. But you know what? I've been killed 3 times before and I've come back from it even stronger. Nah. Yeah. I've collapsed a few times the last few months. I've been bleeding really heavy. I confided in my ex-partner and I told her I'm scared that I'm gonna die. I'm bleeding really heavy. I'm collapsing. You've picked me up off the floor and now you've treated me like that. I'm not an innocent party here. I'm hard to live with. But number one, if you're in a relationship, you don't text men telling them you're bored. You know what I mean? That is an attention seeker. You know, and look, it is what it is. You know, I thought I was enough for my ex-partner. I thought she loved me. But well, not sub to his channel. Go do it. If you've not bought the book, Prison, Lee Marvin Hitchman, go get it. Like I said, all I want to do is to stay away from hospital because yesterday I was having silly thoughts in my head. Now, I'd never do anything, but the thought that crossed my mind, you know what I mean, after finding messages on your missus's phone, never mind that hurting you so much, but then, already, the sad part is, my heart's broke, It's like, me heart's broke. It's like, but I have a few people that's been reaching out to me. I have a couple of people coming up and we're going to do a podcast. Would you like to see myself and Lee Marvin Hitchman doing a in the Garden Diaries Part 1? Yeah, and my first guest will be English Sean Atwood, Lad Bible. It's like, you know what else I've learned? When my ex-partner, my eldest son, he's 31, let's say our relationship ended bad and there was infidelity in it, right? And I wasn't with a woman for nearly 9 years because of that. I didn't even watch porn. That's the truth. I swear my kids' lives for 8 years. No interest in that. Because I said, because of my cock, I put my heart was ripped from my chest. Because I reacted, you know, I know people do things for a reaction and other people's anxiety can kill you, you know, but it's not, it's already killed me, you know, but I have faith and I have been praying to keep myself safe. You know, I used to self-harm. Do you understand? But I never told anybody. You know, and like I said, I have kids, I have grandkids that depend on me. And it's like in a few weeks, this will all be dust. Do you understand? It's like, but I know something. I didn't bring the wind. Somebody else did. I'm the sand. And the wind has blown the sand away. You know, me dream is over, me bubble is burst, the well is truly burst. If somebody says to you that they're bored, you need to walk away, you know, especially if you find messages on their phone. Now, I'd like to shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman. Within 10 minutes of him talking to me, he said, Jude, I'm coming, bro. You know what I mean? Like, because I need a friend to talk to. You know what I mean? Because of all this shit. Made me feel insecure again. You know what I mean? And that's how much control I was under. You know? And that's how it is. And it's like, I'm a man at the end of the day. And, you know, like if I did that, you understand. And it's not just that. And seeking and all shit. You know, threatening to harm myself and all that. I can't deal with that. You know what I mean? I'm on the fucking edge of a nervous breakdown and having other people telling me that they're going to take their life and it's my fault because I caught you cheating. Not my fault. So, we're going to leave that there. Now, what I'd like to talk to you is about, I'd like to thank Ash, Cumbrian Truth, for getting me 21 subs in 5 minutes. And if you're not up to Ash, and if you don't like Ash, I don't give a fuck, yeah? I think he's an alright fella. I know he said a lot of fucking reckless things, but who am I to say anything? When you're hurt, you say things. You know what I mean? Like, there's 2 words you don't say to a man. Number 1, paedophile. Number 2, boring. And then number 3, yeah, sleeping with the enemy, man. No one's saying she's sleeping with the enemy, but she goes shopping with him, like playing happy families, and I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm like, my relationship's in trouble, and, you know, I did my best, and it's like, it's never going to be enough for this individual, because she just wants more. You know, I hurt me one of the most, you know, she got a fucking Chris Brown ticket, £270 for her birthday. You know what I got? £20 in a card. Happy birthday. Not happy birthday boyfriend. Happy birthday fella. You know, and all these little things, it just built and built and built and fucking built. You know, and she knows how close I was to losing my temper. And the other day, if I'd have done something, or the other individual had done something, it would have been that party's fault. you know, banging your head off a press where your ex is staying for 5 days, you know, and then he tells me I'm out of order. You know what I mean? Get out of my house, and you know, you did. You stood in front of him. Well, see, will he support you from here on out? All I want is to see me son. You said you'd never stop me seeing Thomas if this was going to happen. You wanted this. I'm bored, and so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to focus on this boring cunt. Yeah, this moaning cunt. I'm going to concentrate on, you know. Like, me kids are worried about me. Do you understand? I won't even go into detail what my son wants, you know, what my brothers want, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm not going to do that because I already know. The police was here yesterday, so somebody's talking, you know. And imagine this were a coincidence. Not only you find fucking messages and shit, yeah, then when someone interferes in your home and you tell them straight, it's like, and they don't take your side, they stand in front of this person. She may as well sticking a dagger in my chest and letting me watch, because that's what it is. It's fucking mental warfare, and I always knew it. I see things, but I didn't say anything. I just said, you know what? She's gonna make me go, and I prayed to me ma, please don't make me do anything stupid to myself, you know. And it's like, I'm just upset, you know, and it is what it is. I'm a man, and I don't give a fuck what you think of me, you know, but I'm not a bad man, you know. I thought I was a good person, and I thought, you know, and sometimes you don't always get it right. I'm not saying I'm a great person, but I'm not the worst guy in the world, you know, and I'm very loyal if I'm with somebody, you know, and the fact that someone texts men behind me back, making a mockery of somebody who provides for her, you know, and a stepdaughter. But it's okay. Lee, give me a new coping strategy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Lee Marvin Hitchman wants to come on my channel. I don't know what you, and he's a great guy, and he's a good, you know. He knew I was a bit upset, and he come over to console me like a brother, you know. He said to me, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting because Lee is a very interesting character, okay? And he's been on Lad Bible. He's done one with Billy Moore 2 days ago, yesterday or the day before. And I'd like to meet Billy and do a little bit of content with him. And now I have the opportunity to do it because Lee has opened a couple of doors for me. You know, Lee helped me get these teeth. Do you know what's ironic? I got these teeth because I had visions in my head of walking down the aisle one day with somebody and been able to smile like that. And it's been snatched away from me. It'd never get better after this, you know. So rather than me argue around my son after everything that I don't hate this person, she's just broke me heart, and she has to live with that, you know. She'll try deflect and blame everything else, but never take any responsibility, and you'll never get over grief if you cannot accept when you're in the wrong. That's the truth. I've had 93 evaluations, believe me, I know. I've had 13 different diagnosed me with Steve because see what happens, right? It's like soldiers, okay, when they're in the middle of a war zone and there's a fucking explosion down the road, and what they realise is one of the trucks is after going over an IED and it blows up this after, like, I've watched a lot of stuff about war, yeah, and soldiers and post-traumatic. About that, my phone died. Hey, Alina. But me scooter's coming today. I have my scooter. So I'm going to go on a little trip very soon. I'll see how many bars is in it. But anyway, Lena, I've got 4,000 subs. Ash got me 21 subs. Pablo's gonna make me a video. 4,000, Lena. I'm less than 1,000 away from my target. I'm 991 subs away. Hey, Daryl. Yeah, Luke, me phone died. But like I was saying, I was talking about complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And it's like soldiers get it from war zones. It's not just soldiers, firemen. Like, I'll give you an example. You're a fireman and there's a big house on fire where there's kids in there and they have to go in and recover any bodies. Don't mind, if you're a dad and a fireman and you go to a house and you see 2 dead kids, that's gonna stick with you. You know, it doesn't go away. Like, I'm not gonna lie. For the first half of my life, my brother used to come to me on fire. But for the second half of my life, they left me alone. You know, and I told you the start of the year what happened to me up in my house. And I thought I was losing my shit because what I thought I seen. But my eyes, I mean, your eyes and your smell. I'll go upstairs out of your way, bro. So you're watching, because you're watching you.
You're not being rude, dude. That, bro.
Nah, it's cool. Not a bother, now. You're bowsy, you. I'll come back down for that, Al. What is, oh, you're watching the Storage Hunters. Oh. Right, guys, you're gonna, I know, I'm just gonna have to hang on. 1 second. Now, I'm gonna leave you like this, guys, if you don't mind, okay? Anyway, I'd like to apologise for the last 2 days, just going on about my problems, when so many other people have problems. You know, someone reached out to me today and said to me, Jude, I'm gonna come see you. And Lee turned up. Lee Marvin Hitchman, Born in Prison. If you've not bought his book, buy it. If you can't read, buy it on audio book and listen to it. He's gonna help me write a book. And I believe in science. I went over fishing on the canal the other day after seeing messages on my ex-partner's phone. And I asked God for help. I asked my mother for help. I said, "Mommy, guide me. What am I going to do? Guide me, please. Because I've been here before and I've lost everything. Except this." You know, I'd like to thank Lee Marvin Hitchman for coming over this morning, because like I said here, people that know me know that I have a heart. Narcissist people don't have hearts. They do have hearts, they're just very detached. You know, I love people, you know. I've tried to help people on here, and because I've tried to help people, because I'm passionate about it, someone's tried to stand in my way. Never mind standing in the way of my dream. It's to save as many people as I can do. You know, it's like, even though some of us might not like each other, we have hearts, we have feelings, we have characteristics, we have honor, We have loyalty. We have devotion, dedication, you know, trust. If I can trust you and everything that's been said to me, I could have easily reported somebody for defamation of character, but I couldn't do that because at the end of the day, I love my son, and I definitely know I love my son, yeah. You know, so Lee said he's going to do a podcast with me. I'm going to try get Aaron to come over at the same time. I'm hoping to meet Finn either before Christmas or in the new year. Me and Finn have to meet up and we're going to do a podcast. I told you, listen to me. I'll hit me target. We hit 4,000 today. Thank you to Cumbrian Truth. Give me a second, I'll be back. Hey, where's my tooth? Making a little bag of it. Damn it. It's the colour. Over your head. Look, I'm 6 foot. Over your head. Over your head. Over your head. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'll do exactly what you just said. Yeah. Yeah. Well, bro, I'm already in the car, you know what? Right, I'm gonna go up here, right? Because, right, let me go. Hello. Shout out to Cumbrian Truth for getting me 21 subs while I was on the live. So yeah, I have a little bit of news. So Lee's just gone. We had a chat and we've decided we're going to do a podcast in the garden. I'm going to hit me target. And when I hit me target, I wasn't going to do TikTok, but now I'm going to do it because my wings have been clipped, not by me. So I'm going to go do TikTok, you know, and try build a bigger audience to my channel. I'm going to go over and make some content today. You know why? My new scooter is coming in 42 minutes. You understand? I have my new scooter coming, so that's going to get me from A to B. You know what I mean? Because without that scooter, I'd go mad. You know what I mean? Sitting in the house all the time. You know, like I'm battling against myself. I'm in the biggest battle in my life. You know, and it's like, there's no winners in this battle. You know, it's not a competition. All I want is to see my son. That's it. You know, that's all I want now. You know, I get it. I'm boring, so it's like, I just want to see my boy. And that's it. You know, you don't get no thanks for helping raise someone else's daughter for 3 years. You understand? I'm a good father. It's like, and I'll tell you this, all me kids can all me kids, hey, back, man. All me kids can speak for me. You understand? Well, maybe not me 11-year-old, but see me 2 eldest kids. They love me. You know, and I'm not a bad guy. You know what I mean? But it's like, I realise now what I allowed to happen. And I'm going to be a big man about it. And I just want to see me. The police was here yesterday at my mum's door because of this. And it's a coincidence because the day before, somebody threatened to ring the police. And have a guess. Hey, and yesterday, come here to my house. Here. So anyway, hey, Pac-Man. Pac-Man, earlier on, Lee turned up. You know, Lee Marvin Hitchman. So we're going to do a podcast. I know you're at work, bro, but listen, I've met a few lads off YouTube. I like Aaron. I think Aztec Media is sound. I've met him. You know, I get on with a few people in the community that have had a few rows with other people in the community. Like, I'll give you an example. I've always got on my Ash being Cumbrian Truth. He's never did anything on me, and this is YouTube. I know how vicious people can be. But that lad ended up going to prison because someone reported him, sent videos to the police, and that's why he got locked up. You know, the fella sectioned fucking, do you understand? And YouTube did that to him. And you know what he did for me today? He got me past me 4,000. He got me 21 subs. I couldn't believe it. So, shout out to Cumbrian Truth. I also get along with Aaron, Aztec Media. Now, I know Aaron's had a couple of arguments with people on here. That's not my problem. It's the same at Lucifer J. He wants me to do a podcast with him. Now, so, a few people have asked me to do a podcast with them so they can get a few subs to their channels. And I have no issue with that. Okay? It's like my father speaking to me and said, listen, look who I've interviewed. Surely you can help a few people on YouTube. You know, I've helped save a couple of people's lives. And I'm not talking about the channel, I'm talking real world shit. You know, I'm a grown ass man and I've been destroyed before, but I come back stronger. Now this time I'm not gonna come back stronger. I just wanna stay out of trouble, you know, but it's very hard being provoked. But you have to, like I said, they've already got me for malicious communication, you know, so it is what it is. Like I said, see Pablo, I love him, and he gives me great advice, and Lee come, had a cup of tea, and he gave me great advice. You know, I told him everything. He's like, wow. So, like I said, I would really love to have Finn, Aaron, and Lee sat in the garden, and the four of us doing a live together. Finn's live would be open, Aaron's live would be open, Lee's live would be open, and it'd be me interviewing them, you know, and I think it'd catch on and bring a couple of other people, you understand? It's like I've met a few people, yeah, I don't meet anybody and everybody. If I get along with a certain person and they live in this city and they reach out to me, like Crossy, sort your head out, lad. It's like I'm gonna go fishing and have a chat. For instance, I get on with Crossy, right? Now, I get on with Flavours, right? And there's a few people in the community that don't get along with each other, but that's not my problem. You know, I'm sick of getting blamed for things that I've not done, you know, and it's like I need to breathe again, you know. Lee was... Sorry, I muted that by accident. But I felt, look, it's like Lee has been on a few people's podcasts. It's like, and for him to come on a little channel like mine, you know, and tell a story about his book. I wish I was, Finn. I don't feel very handsome. I feel very rejected, you know, like an option, a second best. Hey, I'm not on second best, Finn, you know. And you know another thing, Finn, you know, if you were my husband, I'd never cheat on you. You know that. I'd never talk to men behind your back, and I'd slap that ass. Get up, go on, Finny Bowsier. Hey, I'm not taking it. Hypothetically, you know what I mean, but I still wouldn't cheat on you, bro. I wouldn't text man behind your back. Because I love you, right? And the way I am, if I love you, bro, and you hurt me like that, it's happened to me twice now. You know, but like I said, it's like I can't do nothing about it. You know, it's like, and I'll take my part of the blame for the relationship, you know, for me letting it to get like that. Half of that is on me, so, but the other bit, finding texts on a phone, calling me a pedo, ringing the police, telling me I'm boring, that's it. You know, like my family are devastated for me because you know what I'm like. You know, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Cheat me and you bring in an inviter. The last time someone cheated on me, I took it really bad. I wasn't with a woman for over 8 years. And then I met somebody from Northern Ireland, you know, but she was younger than I was. Set about, like, I think she was about 27. I was like about 40, I think. I don't know, I can't remember, 41. Well, Finn, I thought I was enough. Like, you know, like I said, if I love somebody and I'm with them, you know, I'm 51, Finn. All I've ever wanted was the house, the job, the dog, the missus. That's it. That's my dream. That's all I've ever wanted. And I've had 3 dreams crushed. 3 baby mothers crushed. They all lied to me. They all cheated on me. And if I was a bastard, I'd get more respect. That's the thing, you know. But seeing Lee come up, it's nice because, oh, Finn, what a movie. Shout out to Marcus Terrell. Hey, what a subject to talk about. Finn, it's one of my favourite war movies. You know why? Because it's a true story. Can I tell this story, guys? If you've seen Lone Survivor, it's about a guy called Marcus Terrell, Navy SEAL. 4 of them went on ops in Afghanistan, yeah? They were trying to get intel on one of the most wanted terrorists in the world, yeah? And they had to get a lock on him. Coordinates, GPS, all that. Send it back through comms, being a radio on your back with a big aerial. But what happened was they ended up getting in a shootout and the aerial was fucking shot to bits. And they start getting hit with RPGs, grenades, like rocket propelled grenades, you know, grenade launchers, yeah. And in the movie, you see them, they have to fight, you know. They're talking about fucking Arabian horses. Next of all, like I said, my man, he has a sight like that and he's looking through a sight and he sees a Taliban guy. He just sees the butt of a rifle coming out. He takes his rifle off safety. See, they only had 3 options. According to the Geneva Convention, they had 3 options. They tied them up, which is plan A. They let them go, plan B. Or plan C, we just execute them. Mike Murphy, Lieutenant Commander, whatever, gave the order, we're not killing anyone. We'll end up in Leavenworth. So what are we going to do? Look at them. They hate us. Look the way they're looking at us. If we let them go, they're going to go down to a canyon in the Helmand province in Afghanistan and alert all high-ranking members of the Taliban who are placed all over the mountains. Do you understand? Connected by walkie-talkies. Do you understand? It's like, look at, they beat the Russians on their own soil. You know, even the Americans conceded in the end. We can't help you anymore. We fucked you and now we're fucking off. You know, that's the thing about war. We are ready. Gladiators, are you ready? Finn, did you see the firefight, right? And in Afghanistan, yeah, as you know, if you've watched the movie, there's a tradition. You know what I mean? Or what's the name of it? But basically, Finn, if you're a soldier, I'm an Afghanistan man, I'm Muslim, I see you shot to bits and I tell you, come with me, brother, I help you. You're fucking Taliban. No Taliban, no Taliban. Mark Wahlberg had a grenade in his hand, I'll fucking blow you all up. And me. He said, brother, come with me, please. They took him to the house. And then a high-ranking Al-Qaeda guy knocked at his door, you know, pistol whipped him, dragged your man out. And he was about to chop his head off. And this farmer let a few shots off. My man said, see me, you. We'll be back. And I'm going to kill you. You know. But it's a 1,000-year tradition. If I invite you into my house, I'm going to protect you. You know, Pashwani, that's what it is. It's called Pashwani. It's a tradition that goes back thousands of years in Afghanistan. Right, so in 1993, Afghanistan was 75% Taliban, 15% Northern Alliance. Well, bro, at the minute, I've nothing to do, have I? Well, I have a few things to do. Anyway, how have you been? Are you going to give me a hard time as well? Look where I am, Scott. You big, lanky Australian, bows you. Shout out to Straight Jack, and if you're not sub to him, go sub to him. because he's a humanitarian and he stops Tank from eating koala bears. No! Right, Scott, I fucking swear to God, you're meant to be my friend. What are you putting that in me head for? The human centipede? Someone's mouth stitched to someone's arse. I seen it with my own eyes, imagine that. You know, 2008, that tradition was broken when an army sergeant removed his helmet for traditional reasons and got an axe to the head trouser. Human Centipede, what a movie. It made me sick. I'm not joking you. Finn, you're right there. But like I said, you invite somebody into your village, you're putting your whole village in danger. You know. What's your favourite war movie, Finn? Go on, hit me. What's your favourite 3 war movies? In fact, Finn, what's your favourite genre of movie? Or do you like a documentary? I'm a documentary guy. You know, I love docs. Get up there with that. Go on, you stay there. Bit of that. Oh, something now. You on toilet? Someone left the light on. I'm gonna leave the light on. It keeps on going that way. How are you, Tom? No, but so guys, I'd like to thank Ash for getting me 21 subs today, and I am 991 subs away from my target. I said I was gonna make 5,000 videos. I've made a lot of videos. Many have I made. About 7,000 on this channel, something like that. You know, so what I'm going to do is, the last few days I've been crying my eyes out, and when you're hurt and when you feel betrayed, it really hurts you, especially if you love somebody, you know, and even if you don't like me, you've a missus, and we all want to be loved, but the worst thing in the world a woman could call a man is a pedo, a pervert, and the third worst word you can call a man is boring. You know, so I feel boring. You know, it's left me feeling insecure, so it'll take me a few weeks to process it. You know, but in the meantime, I have professional help coming. I also have here. Who else have I got coming? Who come yesterday? Hey, tough guy. Hey, hombre. Jude McDonald is on him dumb. Bugle, see the fuck she is doing your veil cuteness. Guramila Mahagut. Jude McDonald is on him dumb. Cunnis a thought too. Doing your cunt veil and see the fuck she is. Bugle. Because that's what it is. Bugle. So, I've made the decision. I'm going to start going to the gym up in Clayton and helping them with the lads, you know, if I can, you know. There's a gym up the road, all the gypsies in Manchester come to it because it's the best gym to bring out talent in youngsters. You have to have discipline. In this gym, there's an old man that runs it, yeah? And you know, if you swear, you know, if you cuss in that gym, right, because there's loads of signs up saying, no swearing, otherwise 30 press-ups. And even if you're a dad and you say fuck or Jesus or bollocks, he'll make you do them press-ups because he sets standards, you know, and these kids need discipline. And a lot of gypsy kids grow up tough because they're all fighting each other, you understand? And shout out to Davy Keenan, Clayton Boxing Club, best boxing club in East Manchester, without a doubt. And it's run by a couple of gypsy lads and a couple of gentlemen, scholars, you know, like Customatos, do you understand? Mickey or Rocky, you know, them kind of men that put discipline into kids and tell them, here, it's not acceptable to swear in here and it's not acceptable to swear out there. But when you're in the company of peers, elders and coaches, if you swear, they will make you do 30 press-ups and embarrass you in front of all the kids. You see, discipline isn't taught overnight. It's like wine. It takes a while. You know, patience, resilience, dedication, devotion, emotion. You know, me name's not this, and somebody got the police. Help, I need somebody help. Anybody help. That's what I'm worth to somebody. You see messages on your chick's phone, you confront her about it, and then she tells me she's gonna do something to herself and it's my fault, with her ex in the kitchen listening. You know what I mean? Like, now, you don't have to be a dummy to read that situation, you know. I feel like it's 3 against 1 up there. So, she's on board and I have to go, whatever, so I'm here now. And because of that, I'm doing something. How are you, Bennett? I'm doing something with Lee Marvin Hitchman, guys, right? And I think it'll be interesting. If any of you have bought the book, Finney was talking about you as well. Thanks, Tom. Hey, fucking strangers show more compassion about my mental health and me medication. Thank you for that, Tom. And guys, if you're not sub to Tom24, can you go do it? You know, not many people say that to me, Tom. You know, don't go back on your meds, bro. Somebody noticed. Do you understand? Same with Pablo and Finn, you know, and Lena. It's like, you know, everybody has a breaking point, and even if you're the hardest guy on the planet, you've got a heart, and when you fall in love, you're in a little bubble. I thought I'd met the love of my life, and it's like it just deflated me because I wasn't expecting it, you know, because when I love hard, you know. I cook, clean, hoover up. All the short doing was putting a penny on me. I look in the mirror, I don't know who I am anymore. It's like, and I did everything to change. You know, I even went and got my teeth sorted because in my head, I was thinking, I'm going to be with this person forever and I'm going to take loads of photographs. Me black teeth are gone. I faced me fears and I went and got my teeth yanked out. I took a leap of faith because my friend, Lee Marvin Hitchman, born in prison, on hardback or audio book. If you've not bought it, Finn, he told me he sent you a copy, whatever. I was telling them, like, a lot of the people that come in my chat, Lee, I'm going to ask them to buy our book. His book is $9.99 on Amazon. And if you've ever been in jail and in that situation, it's an amazing read because he tells you a lot of in-depth things that happen about his life, about his childhood, about his dad. And when I went to his book launch, I was nearly crying We were only 10 minutes in. I'm sitting there having a latte, and he started talking about his dad, and I started crying. You know, like, I start crying. It's like, but, when you need people, and you don't want to reach out, and because if people say to me, "You're all right, Jude," I'm going to say, "Yeah, I'm grand," on my issues. But like I said, I believe this will help me. This has been coming for a long time, and at the end of the day, I'd never want to see my child's mum unhappy and bored with me, and call me the name she did. And the final nail in the coffin was seeing messages from other men. So because of them reasons, I'm gonna do my best to cope. I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna resist. I want to show you something. Now, let me take this out. So, I'm going to show you something. Now, I want you to count. Now, this is where I've been pushed to. See every one of them pink ones? They're my mood stabilizer, right? Venlafaxine. Okay? Now, I want to show you this, watch. You see that one capsule? Wait till you see what comes out of it. Watch this. 1 second. Hang on a minute. Let me grab that one. Now, I want to show you something. So, look what's in my hand, okay? So, that's what's in that capsule, look. Look at all them that's in that capsule, look. Do you understand? There's 18 of them. Right? 18 of them. Okay? It's like, and every day, I'm supposed to take one of them, look. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah? I've not been taking them, okay? There's your proof, yeah? I don't take them. But because, like I said, I've done a bit of research on them, and this is what I'm saying. It's like, when you're in a bad, okay? Now, in all fairness, yeah, I have my family around me, okay? And I'm very lucky to have my family, and my family know what I'm like. But like I said, I'm a mental health advocate. I'm not perfect. I've had a lot of evaluations in my life. I wasn't diagnosed until in my 30s. I was on Ritalin at 8 years old. I don't have tattoos. You see that little dot there? Kenneth O'Driscoll put that on me on my communion when we were 8. And he said we'd be blood brothers forever. He tattooed his blood into my hand, and I tattooed his into mine. So that meant I will not go back on. You know why? Because I know someone's tried to destroy me, knowing it could tip me over the edge, knowing I could relapse. You understand again? And I did relapse because I couldn't put up with the stress and the pressure I was being put under. And this is where it's, you understand? There's a lot of people out there that are on medication, yeah? And there's a lot of people that are out there with people that have mental health issues as well, right? But they're not on 11 meds every night. Do you understand? It's like, but I always thought the person that you loved was supposed to take your side. Because you loved them and you've been there for them for 3 years. And then thinking it's okay to have your ex, your baby daddy, staying to see his daughter for 5 days at a time. Not one, not a few hours, 5 days. And then to argue in front of him and bang your head, knowing he'd react. That's reverse psychology. And this is what I'm saying. And here, and because I reacted and I said a few words, this is what I'm dealing with. So I'd like to thank them 2 individuals for trying to ruin my life. Well done. 10 out of 10 for treachery. 10 out of 10 for infidelity. And 10 out of 10 for not telling me. That means TRUST, fuck you. I seen your messages. Not just 1 man, 2 man, several. Loads of kisses on the end. How degrading. But it's alright. You know why? Because I didn't do it. I'm guilty of everything. And I'm fed up apologising. So I apologise to the world for being a whiny ass bitch the last 2 days. But my heart has been destroyed. But I'll rebuild myself brick by brick, because this individual doesn't give a fuck about my mental health, you know, and she knows. Like, I don't think she realised. See, it comes with time, age and shit. I just never expected this person who I adore and loved would do this to me. Never mind someone else doing it to me. You know, knock on the door I got yesterday. And it's a coincidence because someone threatened me with the police and then the police come. It wasn't me that rang them. But anyway, on a positive note, I've reached out to Aaron, Aztec Media. If you're not sub to Aaron's channel, if you're not sub to Cumbrian True Dash, he got me 21. He got me 21 subs today, you know, and I hit 4,000 in 2.5 years. And that's because of you, you know. So from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you. Yeah. Well, I'd like to thank you. Not a fucking chance, mate. Just been out in the garden. It's like, but I want to ask you a question. What do you reckon about doing a podcast with Lee? Are you gonna watch it? I'll premiere it, okay? Because like at the end of the day, he's helped me. You know, I needed somebody today, you know, to talk to. Like, and the last person I'd reaching out to is my ex-baby mother. I'm talking about Amanda and I'm talking about Linda. I'd never reach out to them if I'm going through things with my partner and confiding them our problems, telling them that your partner's boring. Imagine I was talking to my exes, what would you do? Yeah, but it's okay for you to do it, isn't it? And just brush it off. You know, playing happy families with your ex. Good for you with that, because if I'm a grown man, yeah, and I'm taking my responsibilities now. I didn't cheat on nobody. Not in this relationship, and anyway, I haven't passed, yeah, because they did it to me, and this is the 3rd time. You know what I mean? The biggest betrayal is for anybody to call you a certain name, and if you turn around to a man in his 50s and tell him he's boring, do you know how much of a ripple effect that has on my confidence? You know, degrading me and belittling me in front of our ex, knowing he'd get a reaction. You know what I mean? It's like, and then yesterday here, look who knocked at my door. Hey, I'm the one who's saying fucked up messages from other men, slating me, kiss, 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 pet names, yeah? And then the police come after someone threatening to send them. You know, I made a big mistake a few months ago. I insulted somebody on here and they reported me. And to that person who reported me, I'd like to apologise to you. And I sincerely meant that. I'm sorry about your dad. I'd no idea. And when I said I'd light you up, I meant in me channel. So to that person who I wrote the apology letter, I'd like to apologise again. You know, I didn't know at the time you were family to Lisa, and I felt a bit bad about it, to the point where you got the police for me, didn't you, and got me nicked. But I forgive you, it's okay. You know, I deserved it, because I'm a passionate man, you know, and I was picking up for someone I loved. And today, I know for a fact this person would always choose this other person over me. After me being in her life 3 years, you know, a son, you know, raising our stepdaughter, my stepdaughter. Well, she's not my daughter, but I treated her like she was, you know, and I love her. And that's the reason why I left the other day, because of me son, because it's not fair. When I was a kid, I seen me ma and dad fighting all the time. I tried to get in the way and I'd get a smack. I've never hit any of my kids in my life, but I can't be degraded anymore. I'm a man. I'm a fucking proud Irish man. I'm a good man. I was a bad man many years ago, you know, but I grew up and I'm 51 and I'm too tired for petulance. It's childish. Do you understand? And every more than call them names, and so it is what it is. You have to live with your words and your decisions, and you have to live with the fact you threatened to get the police and they come. Your ex was on the phone and they were talking about getting the police, and the police come. So put two and two together. Who phoned them? You know, for what? You know, because I seen fucking messages on your phone, you know, and you tried to turn it around like you always do, but the fucking shit hit the fan when he interfered. You got in his way. You were protecting him, shielding him, hands behind here. Do you understand? Going shopping with him. Good luck to you on that. Like, some people don't take responsibility. You understand? Like, I'm certified psychotic. You know, I have a nephew that's autism. I have friends that have autism, and they'd never take a liberty with you. But it wasn't my house to begin with, you know, and I won't have anyone telling me to go every time and telling me they're gonna harm themselves. Fuck that, you know. Like I said, I have a target to hit. Today, Cumbrian Truth helped me hit me target, and I'll hit me target. And once I hit me 5,000, I'm going on to TikTok. And if any of you want to join me, you are welcome. I need 9 reliable people. Now, I'm not the most reliable person in the world, but I need 9 people. I need 9 of me mods to come over with me. And if you want to come on the panel and show your face, you can. If you don't want to show your face, you don't have to. Okay? Let's take this channel to the next level. Okay? I'm going to start going on TikToks. I've been posting videos that I'm doing a podcast with Lee Marvin Hitchman in the next few days. He was here with me this morning, supporting me, giving me a hug and all, and telling me, bro, I feel your pain. You know, after telling me that, I'm fucking so surprised, bro. I was like, well, what, bro, what am I meant to do as a man, you know? It's never going to get better. You know, not after that. I can't. It's in my head. You know, I can't unsee what I'm seeing, and I can't unhear what I heard. I can't have people throwing things at me and thinking it's okay to spray me with fucking chemicals behind me back and say they were aiming for a fly. Do you understand? It's not even funny. I'm broken, but I'm Irish. You know, I'm in my ma's house and my dad's. I'm back home where I'm loved and where I'm appreciated, you know, and I like feeling appreciated, you know. It's like, but people take you for granted, And when you bare your soul to them, my ex-partner was the only woman I ever give the password to my phone. You know why? Because I was talking to women telling them I was bored with me missus. And why did I do that? Because she cheated on me. But if you tell another woman you're bored with your missus, you're flirting with her. And then it's like, in order for them to say, oh, it's Jude moaning again, you have to be chatting to people. And I seen it, and it killed me. Shout out to Raymond. Raymond, I hit 4,000 today. Like I said, what time is it? It's 5 to 2. I should be somewhere in 35 minutes, but I cancelled it. Because I have to wait for it. Hey, Ray. Well, I appreciate that, Ray, but you know what I don't appreciate, Ray? Them knocking on the door. Hey, that's dangerous, do you understand, for me? Like, you never think that the person you love nearly most in the world doesn't put you first. And one day they will realise that I'm not the best looking man in the world. I'm not the most handsome man on YouTube. Spencer McDermott and Finn gets the prize, and Pablo. Pablo's been like my mentor on here. And he helped me through some really difficult times. I'd like to shout out to the Godfather of Boxing for your nice, kind messages. If you're not sub to Mr. Got Manners, can you go do it? That's Raymond. Raymond suffers with insomnia and suicide ideology. And recently, and Ray, I want to apologise to you. 2 days ago, I wasn't reading your messages, bro, because I was too wrapped up in what's going on in my life rather than being considerate and not selfish. But, bro, it's all that I could see in my head. Him sitting up there, lapping it up, you know. It's like, and then finding what I did find and confronted her, and, you know, she tried to play it down, normalise it, and it's not normal to call your love of your life a paedophile or a pervert. But I'm okay to raise your child for 3 years. Because I share awareness, shout out to Ayrshire chick Lena. Lena sends me about 20 links a day, and I share them all around the country because we need to keep our women and children safe. While our kids are in the bedroom, our teenage kids, Jimmy Savile, is flying through the window like fucking Peter Pan. Do you understand? And because I share awareness, I was called a pedo. I'm a father of 4. Do you understand? Ask me 2 kids that. Tell me 2 kids that. Hey, tell me family that. But you already know, you see, because I've never been with a person who won't take accountability. I think it's the age gap. That's definitely it. I thought it'd work, but the fact that this person thinks that much about me and she's talking to strangers, sending them little kisses and laughing at my expense. So, you know, I'm a hurt man, but you know what? I'm an Irish man and I have family around me. My children are all around me, except for one, but I will be coming to see him. Like you said you'd never stop me seeing Tom. You did this on me. So if you want to do that, that's on you. You know, but I want you to know this here. You did this. Look. You did this. Lee Marvin Hitchman come to me today and he's like, wow, bro. The feds come yesterday. I said, yeah. He's like, rah. Who did that, bro? I said, I'll give you 3 guesses. How much of a coincidence is it if someone says to you, they're going to ring the police, and then the police show up at your door, your mother's door? That's twice now. And I won't be writing a letter of apology this time, you know, but anybody, you know the way I am, right? I'm a very loyal man. You know, and if you're my missus, you know, I open doors for you, I cook for you, I clean, I try to treat you when I can. You know what killed me most of all? For your birthday, you got a Chris Brown ticket, £270, yeah? What did I get for mine? £20 on a card. You spend more on your ex's taxi than you did on my birthday. You know, that told me everything as well. Like, you're just one thing after the other to try strip a man of his pride and his dignity and his principles and his morals, you know, and other people's anxiety can kill you, you know. It's like, and I'm glad I seen them messages, because I seen a few and making a mockery out of me, and then it's a family member, then it's a family friend. I'm a pedo, then I'm a pervert, which is much better, isn't it? For sharing awareness, for saving children all around the country, I'm a pervert because I shared them. That's the mentality I'm dealing with, you know. I've lost me mother, me father, me granny, me brother, me sister's mates. I've had friends die in me fucking arms, but you wouldn't understand that, you know, because I'm strong, yeah? And you know the way everybody looks at me around here, okay? I'm not a tough guy or a hard man or a fighting man, because I wouldn't be like this. I can have a go, you know, like, but when the love of your life belittles you in front of our ex, knowing that he's going to pick up for you, you know, that's dangerous. And then to add to the fact that I see messages on her phone, you know, so little Miss Innocent, you know, I've made the decision. I'm not taking me meds. I'm gonna come off them, all of them, one by one. I've already eliminated one of my enemies, and that's it there. I've eliminated my enemy. I need to get in a good place, because I have to think about myself. Because I am gay, yeah. Only on a weekend, Stephen. Would you fancy a bit? Are you a giver or a taker? And shout out to God, he's your maker. I'm a real guy, I am not a faker. Don't fuck with me, or I'll bury you like the Undertaker. Hey, yeah. Now listen to me. There's loads of people on YouTube that are on medications that don't get on with each other, and we have a lot in common. You know, a lot of us like football, family, fighting, UFC, boxing. What do you think of AJ not signing the contract? You know, I don't know whether it's been signed or not, but yeah, so earlier on, Lee come into me live and he said, Jude, you look really sad, bro. I'm coming to see you. You know, is it that am I that predictable? You know, it's like I said, I've cut down by 50%, feel so much better. You've cut down on what, bro? Medication or weed? Well, bro, in all fairness, yeah, none of us are allowed smoke in this house. You understand? Because, bro, the gaff is gleaming. Do you understand? It's immaculate. Okay, you could eat your dinner off the floor in there. That has so much of a shine. But guys, listen to me, yeah. I started this journey on the 5th of February 2023. And today I've hit 4,000 subs. You know, go look on my community page. I've reached over 2.5 million people. You know, and I'll carry on doing it. And you know, when I'm upset, I throw myself into something. Now, I always knew I had the potential to write a book. I do not know any authors. Like, yes, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. At 4 years old, I did that in my house, under the bed, and my bed went on fire, and my brother and sister got burned to death. Fair play to you, Mark. And they got burned to death, and I had to live with that. They used to come in my dreams for years, saying, why didn't you open the door, Jude? I'm on fire. like American Werewolf in London, where my man gets attacked by a wolf and he keeps appearing to his mate. I see that. And when I'm asleep, I see it. You know, that day, every picture of my little sister got burnt. Like them. I got out. They didn't. We lived in fatty mansions. My mum went down to get nappies, and by the time she got back up, I was had to find the matches. I lit one under the bed. My hair was on fire. I tried to pull myself out, and when I stood up, I seen a milk crate in the hall. I emptied it. I opened the door, but we had one of them gas, one of them, them big bottles of gas and them fires with the 3 bars. We had one of them. I opened the door, man. Next of all, I got blasted onto the balcony. And I was on fire. I had shorts on, the t-shirt. Some man ran down the balcony and grabbed me. And all you can hear is me ma screaming. She's trying to get into the flat. Nobody can get into it. 4th floor, last house, on the balcony, bars on the window. I'm 4 years old. My mum went downstairs to get nappies. She wasn't even gone 5 minutes. And I've had to live with that all my life, yeah. I've had friends that have died in my arms. I had a mate that was stabbed to death many years ago. And it's like his chest cavity filled up with blood. And he was splurting blood out of his mouth and his nose. I knew he was fucked. I had a jumper like this, a Pringle one. I wrapped it up like that. And I had it on his chest like that, holding it. It was coming through like a fucking funnel. So, yeah, I've had a little bit of trauma in my life, I was with someone 22 years and it destroyed me, but I got back. Fuck's I did that about that. I used to say I'm 50 years old. The meds was fucking my body up. I think the damage is done though. Mark, can I tell you something, bro? Right? Thanks very much for coming in and engaging. I'm on a lot of meds, bro. Do you want to see them? But listen, Mark, you're right. Now, about 15 years ago, I was like a washboard. Yeah, I kept fit. I went to work at 6 in the morning, walked me dog, come home, got me tea, a joint walking up the road for the bus. And I did that for 20 years. Well, maybe not walk the dog for 20 years, but that was the routine. I'll go and, 1 sec, let me go and get them and I'll show you. Oh no, here, I have it here. Okay, so we are on right. I don't know whether you can fucking read that. Okay, do you want me to read it? I'm on omeprazole 20 milligrams for my stomach. I'm on venlafaxine 225 milligrams, mood stabilizer. I'm on 28 diazepam 2 milligrams tablets, 3 a day. I'm on metazapine 15 milligrams. I'm on pregabalin 300 milligram capsules twice a day. I'm on promethazine hydrochloride 25 milligram. I'm on quetiapine 100 mil, quetiapine 200 mil, quetiapine 300 mil, and 50 mil of sertraline. It's all there, and it's like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, right? I'm a man at the end of the day, and I have feelings, and the last couple of days, my world has been turned upside down. But bro, listen to me. Even if you stop the meds, the side effects are irreversible. And you know what, guys? If you are thinking of taking mental health medications, can you do me a favor? Read the fucking side effects of each medication. You know what I mean? It's like, and I never read them. I always want, oh, fuck reading them. Just give me them. Let me eat them. You know, it's like, but my mental health has been compromised. And I made a promise to me kids, not just one, the one that's 31, who's me next of kin. I changed me next of kin, yeah, with me doctor to me son. You know, someone who loves me forever. You know, someone who's very fucking annoyed the way that daddy's being treated. You know, but I said, for peace sake, leave it. I just want to see me son. And if you want to make it awkward, that's fine. Because the last thing I want to do, like I said, some people weaponize that child. This individual says that she wouldn't, so we'll see. If you're watching, I'd like to have my son the weekend, if you don't mind, or next weekend. That's all I want, Lisa, is to see me son. That's it. You know, I forgive you, but we're done. I just want to see me son. That's it. You know. Now, I'm going to show you. Sorry about that, guys, right? So, a lot of people don't understand and don't consider certain medication. Okay, now, these medications that I'm on a daily basis. And I'd like to show you some of them. So, there's a lot of side effects of these medications, guys, right? So, look at, they're all there, look. You understand? They're all there. You know, and look, there's my mood stabilizer in every one. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But what I'm thinking of doing, Mark, is I'm thinking of trying to come off them slowly. Like what I'm going to attack tonight is, okay, so guys, this is what I'm going to do, right? So later on, you know me 100 milligram quetiapine, I'm not taking it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come off all these meds again, and I'm going back to the gym to make a bit of content, to spar with a couple of people, and I'm the wrong person to spar at the moment, and I'll prove it. I'm 51 and I don't know how many years I've got left. I've been bleeding for months, severe hemorrhaging from my backside. I've collapsed, not told my family about it, and somebody who I loved and I devoted and doted on has smashed me to bits. You know, our ex is more important, and when you're talking to other men too, you understand it's not bad and it's not good enough your ex being there for 5 days while we're struggling with our relationship. You brought him there, and then to do what you did. So it's given me freedom now. And the way I see it is, I started this project 2.5 years ago. I've been on YouTube twice the length I was with my ex-partner, and I'm going to finish this job. Okay, now, if you want your channel shared, let me know. Get involved in the channel. If you're not sub to Mrs. Seg Williams, joke, give her a sub. If you're not sub to Mr. Terminator, Finn, I am not a gay. You do this by yourself on the doc's advice, yeah. Well, bro, I'm just fucking swinging here, you know. I'm fighting. You know, all I've ever wanted to do was to be a dad and provide like my dad did. You know, but I got sick. You know, and this could end me, but it's that resilience inside me. I'm a good man. I'm a good man. I'm a good man. You know, and I'm loved by a lot of fucking people, mate. by me family and me friends. I don't have many of them, but the ones that I do have are loyal to me, and they know how I feel about people who are not of non-courtyard attire. Okay, it's like, and the other day it could have been a murder scene, but I had to think, and because I'm certified psychotic, if I had doing something, I'd be getting into trouble, you know. And it's like, the sad thing is, your enemy doesn't even ring the police on you, you know. So what are they capable of? Like a tag team, having convos on the phone, queue, going, you know, fuck that. You know, I want more than that. But the thing that kills me, mate, is that the police come for me yesterday again, you know. And I was already gone past the point of forgiving. And yesterday, like I said, I know exactly what people are like, talking about getting guns. But John, you don't do that. It's crazy. But anyway, here's the thing. This person shit himself, I think. But he's tough. I give him that. You know what I mean? Fair play to him. Because I'd have doing the same. I'd have picking up from my ex. But you don't interfere in people's arguments, you know. And fair play to him. I respect him for that. But what he didn't realise was she's texting men behind me back, slagging me, and thinking it's okay for you to stay. You know, where were you for the last 3 years? Hey, who's been raising your daughter or me? You know, because I love her like my own. You know, even me and you got along until you stuck your nose in my business. You're sleeping on the sofa 5 days, 3 months. It's happened now a few times. And because I've got a good heart, when I told my mates and my family, they're like, what? You agreed to that? Yeah, bro, come home. Like I said, they come here yesterday for me. And what I can't get past is 2 days before, somebody threatened to ring them. And have a guess who come. So there you go. Ultimate betrayal. Never mind chatting to man behind your back, thinking it's okay to have. Yeah, excellent on sofa 5 days, so he sees a star. You know. So it is what it is. I wish those people the best of luck. Like I'm even questioning myself. So when it comes to me having to question myself, I have to bounce. I'm worth more than that. You know, I'm not fucking the best man in the world. I'm not the best looking man in the world, but I have a fucking heart. You know, I'm not a tough guy. I've been around many all my life, you know, but I tried to change so much for this person. You know, I don't recognize myself anymore. You know, like it's like I lost my identity. Well, Finn, thanks for coming in and thanks for your support. But Finn, I need a big favour off you, bro. I need you to come see me. Don't have me knocking on your door, you bastard. You know, but if it means I have to travel, I travel to see you. You know, but I need to travel. I'm having a game of golf with my son tomorrow. You know, I'm going out, I'm fucking off, you know what I mean? Because in my head, all you can see is him there. You know what I mean? Going shopping with me missus like it's normal, happy family shit. Nah. You know what I mean? It's not a happy family, not anymore. You know, I was willing to put myself, after someone calling you them names, I said, 'cause I love her, I'll forgive her. But when I forgive her, she just took the piss. You know, so, and here, all I'm going to tell you is, you know there's a doorbell on my door, don't you? And as soon as someone knocks, my sister and my 2 brothers automatically comes up on the phone. And they seen the police at my door yesterday. And my brothers heard somebody saying about the police, and then they turned up. You know, so I'm done. You know, all I wanted to do was to be a dad, a good one, you know, but I'll do my best on it. But shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman for coming with me, you know, for coming to see me today, you know, and I really appreciate it. So guys, like I said, if you'd like to see myself and Lee Marvin Hitchman do a podcast, can you put a middle finger in the chat for me, please? to humour me. I know Scott will. You know, you're doing to me, bro. Terminator, I always say, it's time to unite the clans and light the motherfucking beacons. Okay? And guess what? Now that I'm here, I'll be able to concentrate on what I'm doing without, like, imagine you have a dream to connect with a lot of people, yeah? And the person that is meant to be supporting you and pushing you and telling you they love you, and when you tell them you love them, they don't say it back. You understand? You go to kiss them, they turn the cheek. Well, fuck that. You see, because I know I have self-worth and I don't scrub up bad, you know. So I'm going out this weekend. I'm going up to visit my son. Yeah, and we're going to play golf. Even though my back's fucked, but it'll be interesting content. Yeah, keep your eye out for it. Golf Diaries. Danny G, I'm coming for you. Let's have a game of... Come on, Danny. You know, I know you're a Viking. Hey. I know you're a Viking, bro, so let's do it. Let's have a golf off. But here, don't ask your missus to be your personal assistant. She's not a caddy. You're meant to be the daddy. Even though I'm feeling very saddy. The love of my life turned into the world's biggest baddie. Yeah. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Thank you very much. Now, I can take that as a compliment now. You know, I appreciate it. But here, your bleeding husband won't. Don't let me see that. You know. Oh, shit, I shouldn't be talking to people. I'm single. You know, and the person that I love has been talking to multiple people. So, yeah. And there's going to be times in my life where, because I'm single now, somebody is going to come into my life because you tried to destroy it, and you've had a ripple effect on my mental health. And the whole 3 years in our relationship, I never put my mental health first because yours was always more than mine. So, for them reasons, like I said, my heart's broke, but I'm willing to move on. You know, I can't do anything else. You know, you're not getting blood on me. And I'm definitely not going on my meds because you know, that'd be on me, but I'd never put that on you. Like you said the other day, you were going to harm yourself because I found text messages on your phone. Like, how manipulating is that in front of your ex? I'm going to bang my head off the press so my ex reacts, you know. Well, it's been a tidal wave on me. That's all you need to know. And here, if you're not sub to Mark and Mrs. Married Seg Williams and Mr. Finn and Mr. Scott from Australia, can you go do it? And I'd like to thank you. I apologise again, yeah, for being a selfish prick, but when I talk about it, it's like it's ailing me, do you understand? Because it's overwhelmed me with anxiety. My anxiety has never been like this in my life because I've always been able to master it and discipline it. You understand? But when your heart is compromised, the wheels come off. You know, like if that's what love is, I don't want it. Thank you. No, thank you. I don't want it. Just want to come for... Wait, what are we on? Yeah, come on, we go for a walk. I'm going over to get a few cigarette papers on my neighbour. There's Johnny Skins in here. Somebody used to call me this. Once upon a time, yeah. Somebody used to call me this, you know. Now somebody else is our king, so here, good luck with that. He's a king and I'm a ping. That means ping pong, gone. Nah, bro, you don't understand what she did. She has her ex staying there. I can't deal with it. I can't, bro, she called me a paedophile. I can't do it, bro, no. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Bro, you don't understand. She told me I was boring and told me to go to her house and stood in front of her ex when we were arguing, okay? You know, she doesn't love me, bro. It's the age gap. I know it now. You have to do so. Well, here's the thing, Scott. I'm going to do everything for my son. You know what I mean? It's like I grew up in a household where my father used to argue with my mum, and I don't want that for my son. But people are trying to purposely trigger me. 35. And, bro, calling the police on me. You know, no, Scott. That's the case. What's these people capable of? Do you understand? Look. Right, I'll show you. Where's it gone? The rubber bit this. I like this from here, man. Don't say I'm gay, bro. Rehydrate my skin. You know, I've let myself go. It's like, but you know what? I can scrub up alright. And just close. It's moisturizer for your skin, you know. Oh, leave it out, will you? Nah, you don't get it, guys. Listen, fuck it. Just forget it. One sec, guys. Give me a minute. Just give me a second. Hey, mate. How's it going, Mr. Beat Mental Health Issues Together? If you're not sub to that fella's channel, can you go do it? So, I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling sad. I lost my best friend. Dad. I wish we go back. I'm gonna make a hot cup of tea. You can come with me if you want. We're going through changes. I'm waiting for that scooter to come, bro. Oh, no way, it's here. It's here. Yeah, man, wow. Oh, guys, look, the scooter's just come. Imagine it come today, look. Pure, look. Oh, the battery is full, look. I'm going for a drive. Yes. Guys, I'm gonna have to have a go at this and just see what it's like, you know. Two of us have similar ones, you know what I mean? That'll get me from A to B, you know, £32 a month. Right, come on, we go and see. Watch, like, give me a second. Yeah, look here. It's come. Let me see what it's like, guys. Just give me a second and we go out and let's see what this bitch. Right, guys, you're gonna have to give me a minute because I need to put this in my fucking pocket. Give me a second. Wagwan, big man. You good? You want to say hello to YouTube? Give them a wave. Do you want to see me neighbour? I'm back down here, bro. You want to say hello to YouTube? Go on. This is my good neighbour. Say hello, go on.
Hey, how you doing, man, again?
Good neighbour. Hey. Yeah, man.
Where have you been, man? It's a long time, man.
I know. I moved back here, brother.
Huh?
I have to come back here.
You have to come back here?
Yeah, no longer happy, bro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's not me that's no longer happy. Me missus on board, and so it is what it is, brother, you know. Anyway, we'll talk again, yeah?
Right, see you later, man.
Next time you're doing a barbecue, I want some of that fried chicken done. You know what I mean? Give me the chicken, bro. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to go and get some cigarette papers. Sorry, bro. Oh. B. Guys, am I still live? Am I still live? Oh, fuck, I'm still live. I just want to get... Hang on. Like I said, guys, look, my scooter's come. Do you know what I'm going to do? Here, listen. Guys, I'm going to go down the shop and get a packet of cigarette papers, right? And when I get back, I'll do a live. I'd like to shout out to Cumbrian Truth for getting me 21 subs and getting me past 4,000. I'd like to apologise for being a whiny bitch the last few days, but look, when I give my heart to someone and it's stolen and broken by a home wrecker, you know, I didn't do this. But anyway, I'm away. My new scooter's come. Going over the Etihad. I'm going to make loads of videos. I'm going to smash my target. I'm going to go on TikTok. I'm going to write a fucking book. And yeah. And then I'm getting the... I'm not. Okay.